Welcome back to another Advanced Wars by Web replay analysis, and today I thought this exciting game would be good for the channel because it featured a tactical slugfest. It was like in chess when every piece on the board is hanging at the same time, but the players uh, are just like have to go through this intense, complicated position, and everything's firing on all cylinders, and that's what's going to happen in this game. But is it because uh, of our skill and calculation, or is it because of just goofy positioning? Well, that's for you to decide, dear viewer. And I've seen lots of different openings on this map. I looked at like 4 pro games. No two of them opened it the same way. Some people expanded first. Some people got these two first. Some people built recons and did some recon harassment. Feel like I feel like I'm not comfortable with this map enough to be confident doing recon harassment, or any map for that matter. And it looks like a lot of people built T-copters and a lot of people built black boats to get these. So he built a T-copter, I built a black boat, so this is the definitive conclusion as to this match is the definitive conclusion as to which is the best method. Alright, he's going to go in, and I'm just going to start going in as well. Have my tank, and I just leave this guy awkward position right in tank range. So that was just leaving this guy to die. Always just a classic. Classic, one of the oldest tricks in the books. The first is never get in a land war in Asia. The second is don't leave your infantry on a river where it's in tank range with no backup. Never trust your infantry on a river when death is on the line. And then death came to him with this big tank, and now this guy is in danger, and the copter can't catch back up to it. But I'm guaranteeing the city, so this guy's sacrificing his life for the cause. All right, I'm going to take all these cities. Take the comm tower, and usually this comm tower is usually mine, but these 3 are usually his because the port is within airport range, and it's easy for him to transport over here. So, and this diagonal's the front. Anyway, let's see what happens. We're going in. And I just give up this. Just a bad positioning from me. I just have no presence here, and I can't push in at all, so I just have to be like, all right, this is just gone. Goodbye, sweet prince. And just I'm going to try to get this and try to hold this and maybe contest this. And he's going to get that. So he's already up on me. Now he's getting his comm tower. We all push up. And let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to start taking these. I start retreating, trying to build some forces up here. And he decides to go in. He's going to go in, kill this infantry. Start taking all these cities. And yeah, I just got 2 infantry kills there. And I'm not really in a good position to punish him for it because he has good backup. So I just have to retreat. I have no choice. Put the black boat on the port at least so he can't get there and have the good terrain. And the black boats are surprisingly tanky. Tanks don't do a whole lot, and copters do like 3 damage or something. So, but he's going to go in. He's going all in my base range even. He's fighting in my base range. He is committing, but he's going to get these city. He's going to get this city. Is it worth it? As he strikes in, his mobsters come in, and actually I'm going to change his color because it's pretty hard to see. Okay, there we go. It's pretty hard to see like when the black army is like when their turn's over because it's like looks identical. So this is probably better for that. Okay, so I retreat my anti-air down to 1. Pick off this tank. Gonna knock this anti-air down to 1. This anti-air comes to back it up. I move my tank back over, take a shot in his copter, and I make a blunder here. I don't use my black boat to repair my copter. Just a bonehead decision right there. Keeping the black boat on the port instead of using it to repair. Alright, and let's see what he's got. He activates his power. You already know he's not going to sit around. We're not stalling. This isn't an Olaf mirror. This isn't an Eagle mirror. This is a Max mirror. And in Max mirrors, we go in. And he is pushing up right now, takes a shot on the black boat, knocks it down to 9 because that's how tanky they are. And he's pushing up. Can I weather the storm? The blue tide of blue moon vehicles charging at me. Well, I pick off this copter and I pick off the anti-air and I get a nice shot on that copter, knocking it down to a 2, repair myself. And I decide to bring this tank back, and I'm actually going to just let him walk on that harbor. I don't think that was the best idea, personally, but it is what it is. Is this bad positioning, or is it a next level in the style of Grim Guy? I am yellow after all. Is it just a next level baited and outsmarted play, just like Grim Guy does, where he just lures people in and then pounces? Well, he is going to get this city, unfortunately. He uses his copter to block, so good positioning by him. He punished me for that mistake right there. Now he's going to go in for the port, and he's going to cover it, taking good shots after good shots. My units are dropping left and right. And I have a superpower available to me. So what can I do to counter this vicious onslaught? My regular power. What? Not my superpower. That's right. I wanted to preserve more power charge so I could use the power 2 turns in a row, because I scried into the crystal ball and saw that this was not the turn everything was going to end. This is going to be dragged out. It's the opposite of like how people thought World War I was going to happen. And then the trench warfare ended up dragging it out. Well, this is the opposite. There's no trench warfare here. There is no dragging, or I mean, in terms of like we're all going in, but it is going to be dragged out. He's got plenty of reinforcements. So, let's see what I can do. One shot on the copter. Kill this infantry. One shot there. Nice shot on the tank. Take some more infantry shots. Join those two to make a full healthy infantry. Copter comes in, picks off that guy. And we will keep fighting. Okay. So now, let us get back to the game. He retreats. He retreats. What? He's retreating. He is like Julius Caesar. He said, I came, I saw, I conquered, and he got what he wanted, and now he's getting out. He got all 4 of these middle cities, and now he's just going to play defense. He's going to retreat and use his income advantage as this Neo-Tank lumbers up, and I am just flat broke. I am a peasant. There's nothing I can do, but I have to make a gamble for it. I spent literally 2 hours in the move planner. I'm not exaggerating. I just way too much time in there. Trying to figure out the best push here, because I have to push. If I sit here and let him accumulate army and the Neo-Tank lumbers forward, I lose my chance. I have to strike now while he's somewhat vulnerable, before he is able to fully consolidate his position. And is there a way through this wall? Well, I'm going to start capturing the harbor. I'm going to kill these units, kill off that tank, kill this guy. Can I get my power? I'm close to my power. Kill off the copter. Copter hits this guy, infantry finishes him off. Take a nice shot on that tank, and that gets me the power. Bang, max force. It's time to go all in. Infantry, dead. And I go in for the T-copter. So it opens up the anti-air to hit the battle copter, and now look at this. Aerial superiority. I have 3 copters right here, and he just won. This tank comes in and shoots the anti-air. I feel like this is like the smartest play I've ever done in my entire life. Okay, and I'm not exaggerating. I was so tempted to shoot a tank here, but I was like, wait a second. I have to hit this anti-air. He has 1 copter, I have 3. These copters go crazy if I hit this anti-air. So I was like, yes. And then I put my black boat here, repair the tank, and it's just like a wall protecting. Just giving me 1 extra layer of defense. But now it is time for the counterattack. First I'm going to take some shots up here. Let's not forget about that, but look at this. I take a nice with my power. I'm able to get to his copter. He did not bank on me getting my power, and this copter is just left hanging, and we have a Black Hawk down. And look, the anti-air is going to come in to reinforce it soon. There it is. Now, it can't really get there. if he attacks in the right spot, I don't think. But you know, it's still good. And that's his only copter in the area. If it goes down here, there's no copters over here, and this anti-air's at 1. So this copter has a decision to make. Is it gonna go in and kill this copter, or is it gonna help out? Well, first of all, we're gonna look at the stats. Before this counterattack, I have 18 kills and 6 deaths. But now it's time for his counterattack, and he goes full throttle with Max Blast, his superpower. Neotank lumbers up with its increased movement. He starts shooting it over here. This anti-air is knocked down to 1. Infantry finishes it off. Copter, 1 shot. Tank comes in, knocks that guy down to 4, and sacrificed itself for 2 damage on the copter. What a great use of the anti-air by him, honestly. Who cares about repairing? Just go down swinging. That tank's picked up. Builds a copter, builds an anti-air. This tank retreats to the HQ to be healed. Nice shot there. Infantry's dead. Infantry go in. Takes a shot on my tanks. 7-5. Pretty standard right there. And now it is my turn. Let's check these stats again. I have 19 kills and 11 deaths. After we've exchanged powers, I'm actually ahead in KD. He's got more vehicle presence here, but with these with this copter advantage, the anti-air and his copter are just too far away. The Neotank can do like what, 4 to a copter? So like I can maybe hold on. What can I do? I'm down 5,000 now. But what, like I'm gonna get this. I'm going in over here and I'm getting this. I got my territory back over here. Finally, we have reconquered the land, and I take a nice shot over here on this 4. And I pick up that guy. Copter comes in, and they're just going to focus this copter, and now he has nothing to deal with these 2 copters. Get a nice repair, and I finish off this infantry with this copter. 3 copters in this area. He has 0 copter counters. Let's also pick up this tank. Yep, pick it up there. Take a shot there. And look at this. I've won the brawl. With these copters, his Neotank can go in, and it's going to get shot 3 times. It's not really worth it. He could finish off these tanks. His army groups up a little bit. Takes a shot there. But now he retreats. He goes full retreat mode. And now it is my perfect opportunity to reclaim my territory as he regroups back to his corner. I get these 2 cities, and now I'm only down 1,000. But I'm gonna get these 2 in a couple turns, trying to even it out. I'm going for the port. Black boat goes away. Repair. Boost this guy. And I am not going to chase into this. I am just gonna let him retreat. I'm not falling for that. And I'm going to just retreat and repair my units. Move all my copters up here. And my infantry will work their way up and start taking territory back. Now I build a bomber to counter his Neotank. I saved up for it last turn, and the income difference is narrowed. But the unit count difference, that wall break that I did with the power that I calculated, like that actually was like the best turn of Advance Wars I've ever had in the freaking 6 months I've been playing this game. So, that like I usually am, well, I am kind of one to brag, let's be honest, but that was like the best turn I've ever had. And then I followed it up by like having the worst turn I've ever had, which I probably need to show, just to balance it out. But that's not in this game. That was in another game I was playing concurrently with this one. His Neotank and his tank get a couple free shots. Now he builds a bomber. If I were him and he wanted to build something there, I would not have built a bomber. I don't have a Neotank or anything. I would have built a fighter. So maybe he misclicked and meant to get a fighter. I think a fighter here would be super good because I have 4 copters and the bomber, and he's only got 2 anti-airs, so and 1 copter. Like a fighter here would actually been really good. And then I would probably have to counter with a fighter of my own, to be honest. So I think maybe he misclicked the bomber and meant to do a fighter. I just don't see why you would build a bomber right here. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't make sense to build a bomber right there when if you want to go in over here, back in, that should be a fighter. So I built an APC. This isn't BM. I built the APC for a legit reason. I'm going to refuel my battlecopter, which has 25 fuel. And I was worried about it making it. So I'm like, whatever. I'm just going to build the APC, not block my own airport, refueling. It's not that expensive to build an APC, and it's literally right in range. But now, okay, so now he's going to go up, and he's going to just defend these from afar, which I think is smart. Get his tanks healed. Bomber comes in. Okay, a copter there, an anti-air. I can respect that. You need something to counter these copters. And I shifted from up there to down here so I could just be more flexible. And then I decide I have my territory back over here. There's no reason to do anything. I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to get the comp tower. I'm going to try to get these next and just build a force over here. With being up units and now being up 4K, I can retreat. And he has to go in. But instead of going in, he resigns. So, yeah, I thought this was a really interesting tactical game. I didn't go too in-depth with the analysis, obviously. But I just thought it was a fun game to show. Let's check out the stats. I had 29 kills and 14 deaths, so it was pretty good. That brawl over in the left, I definitely came out ahead there. But this was a really intense and tight game, and it was a blast, and it was definitely one of the more fun games I played on this website. So, yeah, I'll see you all in the next one.